tell people that all the time. I always tell people be like, oh my gosh, you have a light, da 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 da. I said, it's Jesus on the inside, illuminating the outside, baby. I can't even take credit for all that, but I love this, and I bring on a phenomenal leader. I'm telling you, she is probably a lethal weapon, the best kept secret. You know, she does a lot behind the scenes. She doesn't say a lot, but she does a lot. But she's got a lot to say. So I'm so honored that she is one of our recurring speakers on the Daily Dose. She is absolutely a special gift, a woman with purpose, a woman with destiny, blazing the trails, impacting the world, making a difference, the incredible, the phenomenal, the superstar herself, Marianne Niehaus. Are you with me?
You know, I'm a woohooer. I'm like always like when I'm like, woohoo, woohoo. So if you guys hear me woohooing, I love that. And you know, you are the queen of this. So really, I'm so honored to be here. And yes, you do. You have that light, Andrea. So many of us have that light, right?
Yes.
And I'm just honored to be alongside of all of you and be able to participate today. So thank you. And yes, you know, that Facebook thing, it's just a hit and miss anymore. I mean, half the time, I don't know. But, you know, I wanted to tell you a little bit. I mean, some of you have heard my story, but I've been on this journey of what I call self-discovery. And, you know, it's probably been 15 years that I started this journey. And you know, as I said, many of you have probably heard bits and pieces of it, but you know, it's that morning, you know, when you wake up, and I mean, not just like get out of bed, wake up, but when you wake up and you realize that you are in control of your destiny, and you look around you and you're like, this is not anything that I had anticipated, right? The job might not be what you're looking for, the bit, you know, the family relationship, whatever it is. And so it's easy to point fingers. And that's what I was always doing. I was always pointing fingers, right, at everybody else. It was everybody else's fault I didn't have the life I wanted, right? It was everybody else's fault that, you know, it was my boss's fault. I had, you know, my job wasn't what I wanted it to be. It was, you know, my husband's fault, my dad, whatever. Think about it. So today I'm going to talk, but I want you guys to write down while I'm talking 3 thoughts that you have that you don't want anymore. Okay, 3 things that are in your mind that pop up all the flipping time. When somebody says something, all of a sudden you go into this, you know, the little conversation, right, with the guy on the side or whatever it is. I want you to write 3 things down. Some of them might be really apparent. You already know what they are. But here's the thing, is so often we do not take responsibility for our unconscious thoughts. Okay. So what I realized, the things that I was thinking was showing up in my life, and they were all the things that I didn't want, because that's how my thought process was. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't want this. I don't want that. And guess what keeps showing up? Because your subconscious, right, doesn't understand the difference between I don't and I want. What it understands is your emotion around that thought. And so if you have a lot of emotion around that thought, you're like a magnet. Have you guys heard of the law of attraction? Okay, you're like a magnet. That energy, that vibration is out there, and it's like, oh, it's what you want, it's what you want, it's what you want. And I felt like I was, you know, in this pit of gravel, of that small pea gravel. And I just kept trying to climb out, and I just kept sliding back down. And things kept happening to me in my life. My car got totaled. I mean, many of you know that my daughter was in a near fatal car accident. Wasn't in my control, but let me tell you what I would say to her every time she walked out the door. Don't get in a car accident. Don't get in a car accident. What do you think she was thinking about? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. And so we have to be careful right? About not only what we're thinking, but what we bring out and what we say and what our language is and what our conversation is and what we're putting out there, not only subconsciously, but what happens is we have these thoughts and our conversation is exactly that. So we use little excuses or negative comments about things, and what we don't recognize, what we don't realize until we wake up, what we're doing, not only to ourselves, but to the people around us, because it causes a ripple effect. All right. So we give a little snide remark or a little insult to somebody. We just don't know how far that ripple goes. That could end the rest of their day. Do you know what I'm saying? Think about when there's people around you that when we're not light on the inside and we got a little dark going on, sometimes we're just trying to see how many people that we can get to feel bad because we feel bad. Did you ever have those friends? I had those friends that were always looking at ways to make me feel bad about what was going on. And when I talk about this book a lot because I feel like this was what really opened my eyes. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Hold on. The Wealthy Spirit. But I had to kick a lot of people to the curb, especially when I wanted to have my light, when I wanted to get the light on the inside. And so what we have to do is become responsible for our thoughts. And those of you that know me, I'm in this master key system. Some of you guys are in there as well. This is something I've been studying again for 15 years with my journey of self-discovery. And so learning how to control our subconscious thoughts so that things start showing up of what we really want in our life, not what we don't want. How many of you guys have these friends that are like, I don't know what keeps going on. I mean, I have one bad thing happen to me after another bad thing after another bad thing. That's because the law of attraction, you're attracting this. How many times do you talk to somebody they're always in a bad relationship with somebody, right? A spouse, or not necessarily a spouse, but maybe they're dating somebody or what have you, and I don't understand, why do I always attract these kind of guys, right? Because their thought process is twisted in their head. And believe me, we all have that. I'm guilty as well. And I'm working on getting my thought process. And, I've worked really hard. I'm kind of like here, and now I got a little gap to go. And then I got another gap to go. But to keep bringing all the good stuff in my life is a lot of work. It's a lot of work because we've got this little guy sitting on our shoulder, yapping in our ear all day. You can call it the crow. I had a friend that I worked with on this, and he had some name for him, and he, I was like, just, punch that guy in the face, get him out of there. Don't let your subconscious attract the things in your life that you don't want. And you're going to have to reword some of these thoughts. Okay. And it's interesting. We're just talking about this because, everybody always says, and this is just one example. Oh, I lost this weight. I lost this weight. I lost this weight. Where your subconscious is like, losing something's not good. We need to find that. We need to find that. Oh, how much did you lose? Oh, we need to find that. How many of you? I mean, I've gone like, up and down. I'm like, what the heck? So now, right, I'm changing my verbiage. I'm changing my thought process around that. And it's like, I'm getting rid of it. How good does that feel? I'm getting rid of that, or some other, you're looking again for the emotion in your mind, what your subconscious feels good about. So that emotion, whether good or bad, it's still an emotion, and it's attached to whatever your thought is. I know this is huge stuff. If you haven't read into this stuff, this is like, I know Linda knows, and many of you know this. And Miss Patricia Hetherington, I'm so excited she's on here today. We have been on a journey, let me tell you. So these 3 thoughts that you have written down, we're going to, if somebody would like to give me a thought that they have, we're going to reframe it, and we can help each other on this. A thought that reframe how you think about it. So instead of me, now I'm saying I'm getting rid of 15 more pounds. I'm getting rid of that and I'm going to give it away, and someone else or something else, I don't care where it goes, it's just not going to be with me, right? So I want to, let's see. Oh, okay, Carolyn, nice. Reframe about some thought. So somebody has a thought that you want to share, or you could write in there and we can kind of massage it for you, because in the beginning, I
have a
think,
thought.
what do you got? What do you got?
I don't have enough time.
Oh, yeah. I love that. How many times have you guys heard that from people, right? I don't have enough time. So what if you said, I have more than enough time to do everything that's important to me?
That's
I have
good.
more than enough time, because here's the thing. We have the time, we're doing a bunch of stuff that's not important. So I have more than enough time to do what's important to me. How does that make you feel when you say that versus I don't have the time? The other thing, we've learned this. There's some words that you don't want to put in your language, and so we've learned that I can do this and this. How about everybody says, I can do this, but I don't have time for that. I can do this, but oh, I really, I'm not going to be able to do that. And so what if there was a way, a tattoo of that phrase, yeah. What if there is a way to say that, you know what, I can do this and this. And I know I can find time to do both because they're important to me. And so this whole, so Trish and I were in a training where you had to pay for every time you said the word but. How about try? Oh my gosh, I am trying to do this. That is so weak, so weak. But what if you said, I am going to do this? I even get like energy goes through my whole body. When I have that word try in there, it's weak. But when I just say, I am going to, whatever it is on your list, do this, the energy that comes around that, and of course, let me tell you, it's been a lot of work, right, to get to that. So, and can't. Oh, how many people give you that excuse? I can't do, oh, you want me to cut out gluten? I can't do that. I can't, oh, you want me to be on a Zoom call at 6:30? I can't do that. How is that making your energy inside, right? Your energy inside is weak. Okay, it cost me a lot of money to get those words out of my vocabulary, because certain words cost certain dollars and this is no flipping lie. And Trish can contest to this, that I was shoving money. I was like, all right, I'm not talking anymore because I've had to put so much money. I had to walk around with wads of cash to pay for it. And let me tell you, money speaks, right? We had a big party at the end, but let me tell you, as we went through these 90 days, towards the end of the 90 days, I was barely putting any money in there anymore. And I was so proud. And the energy that came about in my life was unbelievable. And so this journey for me has been kicking those people to the curb, right? That didn't make me feel good, didn't support where I was going, didn't support who I wanted to be. But my first fear was, oh my gosh, now I don't have any friends. I had no friends, but I talk about this. Look at my friendship now. I have amazing friendships, amazing relationships with amazing people. And so what are those 3 thoughts that you can reframe? And if you need help, many of us that are on here, have gone through trainings. We understand. We're reading the books and reading the books and reading the books and doing the trainings. And we just keep working and working and working till the point that you're like, all right, I manifested. If you looked around, what I've manifested over just the last 3 years has been incredible. What has happened to in my life. And 3 years ago, I was like, I don't know if my husband and I will ever be able to buy a home again. How about that thought? I had to flip that one around to saying, that we are able to do this. I don't even remember, here's the thing. I don't even remember a lot of the bad thoughts I used to have because I don't want those bad thoughts anymore, right? I just push them right out of my brain. So they're not even readily available for me to, pick out the file and put it back up here. So I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. But change those thoughts, because then they disappear and they're not part of who you are anymore. And guess what starts showing up? Confidence, that light, a genuine appreciation, a genuine gratefulness, a genuine heart in what's going on with people around you. And they can feel that. And so when you're sitting across the table from them with your story about longevity, do you see you in longevity? They're like, whoa, I don't know what Demetrius has got going on, but I want a piece of that. I don't know what Tanya's got going on, but I want a piece of that. And Caroline and Chad and the rest of you, all of us that are on here, who are we attracting? And people see us and they see that light and they want to be a part of it. And we can share that with them. And so I always say, and Adrian's on here, so I got to really say this, but when I very first before I even knew about I knew about network marketing, but I haven't really had the perception, that I do now. And I would be like, I just want to get paid to have coffee with my friends. I swear to God, that is it. And Adrian just laughs because he's like, it's not very powerful. But what's powerful is what I can do when I'm having coffee with my friends and the solutions that I have now, where before just having coffee with my friends was just having coffee with my friends. And we both were doing a pity party. My health is bad, my family this, my blah, 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 right? But now I have something that can help them. Not only what I've done on the inside, but what I can help them with on the outside. I love you guys. Thank you for coming today. This is so much fun. I appreciate you. I hope you got something. I hope you got 3 thoughts. Let us know how we can help you reframe those and get moving forward. Woo! I'm a woo-wooer.
Thank you so much, Marianne. That was so powerful and beautiful.
Love you, Marianne.
And
Love
energetic. We so appreciate you, Marianne, and all that you do as a great leader. You are making amazing strides in your business and helping people. We also appreciate you. Woo! Oh my gosh, that was great. And I love that. Find those things. And it's true, because we always were focusing on the negative. And I love the example that you gave when you gave talking about don't go out and have an accident. I mean, that's so powerful that you are speaking those words, because your subconscious mind doesn't, all they hear is accident, not right. Don't go, oh, accident. And then it manifests what you want in you, that you're saying out of your mouth. And so we've got to constantly, I always say, put a guard over the doorway of your mind and your mouth. Before what your mama said, think before you speak. Don't speak it. And I think some things out of sometimes, and I'm like, oh, I cannot say that, because I know that it's impossible to do that. Thank you, Marianne, for your gift, for your love, for your spirit, for your tenacity. You are the best. I'm going to unmute the Zoom. Give it up for the extraordinary and awesome Marianne Niehaus. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Marianne.
Great job, Marianne.
Thank you, Marianne. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
You guys, great job.
Marianne, I love that jar thing, putting the money in the jar thing.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Cadillac. Thank you, Deborah.
You were
Deb
like,
Hall.
That was me.
and they had to put the money in every time they said a 4-letter word.
Thank you, Andrea.
Very
I did not.
She's amazing. Up in Pennsylvania.
But that was so
Galaxy,
good.
Bob
Baker. We love
Miss
you.
Pat.
Thank you so much for taking the time to share with us.
Cindy Beyonce.
And yes, I second that, what Linda's saying.
Tony Breland, all of you guys. Christine Robinson, Adrian Harris.
Yes.
You all are the best. Master Guns,
yes,
Cadillac, Indiana. It was great to hear your voice this morning, Cadillac. Rod,
That's
hey
right.
Rod, it's good to see you.
Oh, wow. No, I didn't see
you,
anyone
Linda,
coming
always.
in over the lane line unless you did it while I was
Thank you all so
fumbling
very
with the,
much. You all are the best.
Thank you,
it's like a
Andrea.
USB cord,
Thank
but
you,
you know,
Pat.
the
We love y'all.
yeah,
Love
which doesn't work well.
Rod.
So
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Hey, Adrian, how are you?
Stars.
Love you all.
Hey, Rod.
Yes.
doing
Hey,
good. How
Bob
you doing,
Baker.
champion?
Miss
Great to
Mary
have you
Nichols.
on.
We see you.
So great to have
Carol's
you on, champion.
iPhone. Hello,
If I had
hello,
seen it,
hello.
no.
Awesome.
Go and be amazing, super champions. Hey, Mr. Kelly,
You
I
too,
hear you.
superstar. Thank you, LT. We love you, superstar.
Thank you.
Love you.
I love you back.
Love you more.
Go and be amazing. 918
Right.
we see you. 630 we see you. Go and be awesome, incredible, and phenomenal. You're the best.
Love you, champions. Transporter out.
Yeah.
Later, later.
We love you.